Hey everybody, I am back with the next episode of Sly 3. And as you guys can see on the screen, Murray is just as excited as I am to start this latest episode. Okay, so today's goal is we are definitely going to be finishing episode 4 today. Because we only have one small Murray mission before the heist. And once again, even though Murray is clearly meant to be the starring character of this mission, he will not be. He's actually going to be the MacGuffin of this particular mission. No, I'm not kidding you. Just like how it was with the last video where the Bentley mission was secretly a Carmelita / Sly mission, this mission is a Murray mission disguised. No, this is a Penelope mission disguised as a Murray mission. Murray is only literally here just to start it.
I'll be right down to reroute the wires. With some luck, we'll be able to listen in on Sal's conversations.
Sure, Penelope. Easy for a muscle man like myself. Just keep clear and let old Mercules work.
Weird place to keep something like that, but okay. And by the way, this is probably one of the few times in the entire series where you can open something with locks on it without needing keys. And of course, that thing will be a trap.
Ooh, that's bad gas.
This is all my fault.
Like, I love how
Hang in there,
they were like, no,
Murray.
we need to
I'm
illustrate the fact that this is supposed to knock him out, so we're gonna play the idle anime. We're gonna play the animation of what happens when Murray loses all
leave
health.
a trail of gunpowder. All must be done in accordance with tradition, or the ancestors will be displeased.
But yeah, that's literally, Murray's literally only here just to be the objective of the mission.
He's as good as dead.
If Murray was not here, there would be no mission.
Use your RC car. It should be fast enough to beat the lit views up the mountain.
Okay.
It's the only tool we've got to save Murray.
Even though I find that hard to believe. But we literally have to race the spark that Sal lit all the way up to the mountain. Problem is, you're gonna have these ghost dragons appearing.
You've got to drive fast to save Murray.
You're gonna have rocks in the way that are gonna slow you down. There are also gonna be explosive barrels, guards who will shoot at your car if you're in their life for too long. So best advice I can give you is space your shots. Remember, the turret auto aim, so as long as you your target is between the two barrels, you should be able to hit what you're trying to hit. And normally I would say you need to take your time with this, but you really can't. Because the spark could easily get the advantage on you. No! Like right there, I could have had it. But again, I have to be careful. Ah, there's also explosive barrels all over the place. Oh, come on. Like, I'm right on top of it. That's what's crazy about all of this. No! Come on. No! Come on! It's right on top of me! Oh, wait! Murray, where are you? There he is, got it! First try!
Might be close.
It's a good thing Sal was really committed to doing this ancient way of killing off his enemy.
RC car. We will be
That was too close.
Forever. You can ride in my van.
Okay. Worst part of the video is over with. Now we can get to the heist.
Time to free Jing King, rob General Sal blind, and send him up the river. I call it Operation Wedding Crasher.
I am totally on board with this.
This will be a multi-pronged job with two groups working simultaneously. I'm sure I don't need to stress the importance of the schedule to anyone. First, Sly, Penelope, and Murray will make their way past all the security in Sal's treasure temple, and then drop the goods off to me for loading into the van. Meanwhile, the Panda King and Guru will tunnel beneath the palace, creating an escape route for Jing King. Sly, you'll have to pull double duty, taking care of any topside security designed to detect subterranean assaults. Once you guys are done, I'll use my grapple cam to lure Inspector Foxy into the palace, where we'll try to get her to take Jing King's place. Then, with the girl and loot in hand, we run for it.
I am on board with this plan. And as I've been illustrating with this Let's Play up to this point, this is the first time in the game where, rather than having Carmelita just randomly show up at some point during the operation, except we were in Holland, she doesn't show up at all during that operation. But instead of having her just randomly appear in the operation as she did with the first two, now we are actually incorporating her into the operation. Since we know she's here, we might as well use her. Man, Operation Wedding Crashers all the way up there. But yeah, I'm gonna miss running around China. Again, this is like my favorite hub world in the in Sly 3. I don't hate the last one that we get to. I just feel like that the last one is a bit smaller compared to the previous 4 we've had, just because of the added element they put in episode 5 and not the other ones. You'll see what I mean once we get to the next video, or the video after that. But yeah, we're actually close to finishing Sly 3. We still technically have 2 more episodes. Because I've explained, episode 5 is structured like these particular episodes where it's a hub world and you have missions to explore and stuff like that. And then the final episode is structured very much like how Clockwork's level in Sly 1 was, where there is no hub world. You just go from mission to mission. That's very much how the 6th episode is going to be, so I'm looking forward to actually showing you guys that. Because as many problems that I have with Sly 3, I do like the ending. Like, I very much appreciate what the ending does. I'm very much happy with what it decides to do. But I won't talk about that now. We'll get to it when we get to it. We're gonna start the heist now.
I'm in green light position. Let's get a roll call.
Tell me if you remember this scene.
Ready!
In position.
I'm pumped!
I
too stand ready.
Yeah, it's very similar to the dialogue they all speak when Sly's first breaking into the Cooper Vault, the intro. You're just missing
All
that
right,
one
everyone.
last gang member they
Let's
haven't
go.
recruited yet. Which, if you guys been paying attention to the clues throughout this series, well, not series, throughout this game, you can guess who's going to be that.
Work to be let in. They should be in position by the front door.
Okay, as many times as I've complained about this game for introducing a bunch of characters that I feel like are irrelevant and don't really serve a greater purpose,
Opening the door for a
I
lady.
do
And
have
some
to
say
admit
chivalry is
that
dead.
with the added
I try
number
to
of
show
game
my
members,
proper
you can make the
respect.
heist
You guys
even
gonna
more
be okay in
elaborate
here?
than you normally could.
Security's tight.
Yeah, we're fine.
Like in Sly 1, they're
We
just
need to
simply,
get
oh,
moving.
I have
We're
to
going
beat
to
up
make
the
a
crook because
rendezvous
he's
with the Panda
carrying
King and the Guru.
the biggest portion of my
Always a slave
family's
to the
wealth.
schedule. That's
Second
me.
game is very much, yeah, we're going to rob these people of their Cooper parts. But
What's the
Sly has
plan?
Bentley and Murray to
According to
cover
the
him.
blueprints,
So,
there's a
you know, it
security
works out.
computer on the far
3,
side of the room
apparently
under
these
the
villains
dragon
are
statue.
so
I should be
well
able to destroy
stocked
it with my
for the
RC
most part.
car,
So
provided I
capable.
don't trip any of the blue
And
security beams
so,
along the way.
Blue
have so many
security
resources
beams?
that it requires
Oh man, this is
Sly in the
tense.
game to broaden out their resources as well. Ah, crap. Here we go again. So, this is going to be a bane of many people's existences. In this level, you are not allowed to touch any of these blue lights or the devices that emit the blue lights. The second you touch either one, the game's over. You get to restart. Now, here is a trick. You can fire into these translucent, well, not translucent, these see-through little windows and open up pathways for you to drive the RC car through. Problem is, there's always a chance that your laser could hit one of these alarms and force you to start over. So, for me, it's just safer to just go through the track. Take your time, don't rush, and use the path that the game clearly labels out for you. Again, you can try to just... I'm tapping the accelerate button. But, yeah, you can try to shoot through the windows and give yourself an easy path, but I would not recommend that. Look at this. Ooh, look at this. They're really trying to test my patience here. Because not only do I have to go underneath this, but I also have to turn and adjust myself so I have the perfect trajectory. Perfect straight path. Wait for it. Wait for it. Whew. Okay, one more. Thankfully, I have the rewind option, so in case I do screw this up, I have a way to save myself. But imagine doing this on the original PS2 or on PS3 when they released the HD trilogy, because rewind wasn't available back then. Okay. They're getting a little crazy with these fields, so I'm getting close to the end. Okay. It's a good thing that when you're not trying to drive at supersonic speeds, Penelope's RC car is actually pretty easy to control. It's just, it can accelerate so quickly, so you have to be careful. Okay. I'm near the end. Oh, right, I forgot. Now remember, make sure you lock the computer in between your two gun barrels to ensure that you're hitting it. There we go.
That should do it. The laser door should be going
Here's the funny thing.
away.
They
If
must
you
have another
were
computer or something.
not cringing, but if
But
you were
There
struggling
was only
with that
supposed to be
whole
one.
driving through the
security nodes
lasers
are still
mission,
active. If that second computer fully boots
prepare
out,
to
there's
be
no way we'll
both
get in.
excited
Penelope,
but also
I've been doing
very
this a long
irritated.
time. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that when the plan gets messed up, always fall back on the golden rule.
Yeah? What's that?
Break stuff!
You're right. If I can
I
destroy
love
all the
Murray's
security
pose. He's
nodes
like,
before
yeah,
the
I know
other
exactly what to
computer
do here.
comes online,
Break
that
shit.
laser door should deactivate.
Less talk
Yes.
and more breakery.
So remember all those things I was avoiding? Now I have to go on a rampage and break them all. And we only have so much time. So this is one of those times where, hey, go crazy with breaking through those doors. Also, I recommend you pick a route. Like, try not to, like, be careful when you're going around looking for these things. It's very easy to forget where you've been before. So pay attention to the routes that you've been through. Look for blue lights to make it easier for you to track them all. You have to be careful because some of these ramps, you have to use some of these ramps to get up to certain planes, certain positions. Okay. Let me just double check, make sure there's no more around here. I think the rest of them are just out front. 27, 28. I see the last one, 29, 30.
Yes!
Wow!
Hey,
You're pretty good at
I've
breaking stuff.
been losing sleep.
I can respect
Dreaming
that.
about the
Thanks,
things
pal.
that we
Let's
could
get that
be.
treasure.
But yeah, I will admit, this is one of those times when, okay, Penelope was actually useful for this, because there's no way.
Looks like a double
If
level
Bentley had his
trapdoor.
legs, maybe he could do it. He would be like solid snaking throughout
Call
the
it
whole
out.
thing.
I'm
That'd be
ready.
cool.
On
And then
my
he could just
three.
bomb the computer.
1, 2, 3. Again, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dragons? Wait! I got him!
I honestly forgot about the security feature.
Okay,
There we
let's
go.
try it again. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Now we got the treasure.
We're in.
Sweet. Now remember, while they're doing this,
What do you see? Is it
the
awesome?
Panda King and
There's
the Guru
plenty of
are
loot.
also tunneling under the
foundation
main
is
palace to
rotted
get to Jing
out,
King right now.
Totally unstable.
Hey Murray, Sal's on his way to your position. How you coming with the treasure?
We're doing awesome! Stand aside, Penelope! Cannonball!
No way!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Murray, what did you do? Alright, we saw all that. Now let's cut back to Sly after he left Bentley and Penelope in here.
Always a slave to the schedule. That's me.
The Panda King and the Guru are in position beneath the palace. Once you're inside, they'll start blasting.
You know, I always found it interesting. This is clearly meant to be a hatch into the palace, but we never used this. At no point in the game do you actually use this hatch to get into the palace. The front door is always unlocked. It makes me wonder if they intended to
Might
do
as well
something with
do
it
it with
beforehand,
style.
but decided against it. Who knows? Because I'm pretty sure, yeah. Even with Murray, you can get all 3 main gang members up to this point. So it's not like it's locked off to just Sly like some of the other
Okay,
places
guys,
in these games
I'm here
are.
topside.
The bases around you are used in an ancient Chinese security technique to detect subterranean thieves. Our tunneling to free Jing King will shake the palace.
I get you. If any of the vases tip over, it'll trip an alarm.
Correct. Don't allow them to fall. I am putting my trust in you, Sly Cooper.
We'll get Jing King. I promise. The Guru's right. Let's get this show on the road.
Alright, so normally when I do this, I like to stand in the middle. That way I can quickly run to any vase that needs adjusting. Ah, crap. Pay attention to the video as well as the vases tipping. The second Panda King fires a rocket, one of the vases will tip. So the second you see him fire a rocket, look around for a vase that needs to be... Yeah, I should have ran the other way around. Yeah, look around for a vase that needs to be adjusted. And you have to be quick. Ooh. Where, it can get hard.
Success.
There we go.
We're directly beneath the bridal
'Cause you have to
chamber,
quickly,
just
like-
a few inches from Jing King.
You gotta pull like a Sharingan and
Hear that,
quickly look
Bentley?
through all the vases
You're up.
to see which ones are shaking. But yeah, that's literally it for this part. It's not hard. But what makes me interested is that Sly literally went through the front door, and the only reason he is here
Lure
is to
Carmelita
make
with your
sure
grapple
that
cam to the front of the palace. I left her a calling
is to
card,
make
and
sure
I'm
that the
she'll see
Guru
it
and Panda
come
King can
inside.
enter
Then it's time for a little
underground.
subterfuge.
But my
and
question
keep your
is,
position on the
why
still
didn't
platform.
Panda King,
You're
Guru,
on
and
point
Sly
for the
just break through
treasure
the front
drop.
door and then break out Jing King that way? Every time you go through the front door, you see the window, or you see the door that she's behind. So it's not like she's locked up behind some like metal door or anything like that. No, it's a plain paper door that you can just slide, that you can just open. One of those sliding doors. Sorry, I was tripping there. Okay, grapple can. Alright, so Bentley has to now lure Carmelita to the palace. Which thankfully is not that far of a trip, but it can take a minute depending on how good you've gotten with your grapple cam at this point. Also, I am experiencing some stick drift, so I'm probably going to have to take a little break and see if I can adjust this. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think we're good now. We have to be careful with the grapple cam because even though it is very small.
Over here!
Enemies can notice it,
Patty!
especially if it's right up in their faces. Thankfully, Bentley has an infinite amount of them.
Follow the sound of my voice! Yo, ugly!
So whenever I'm luring Carmelita to this particular mission, I like to keep the grapple cam either down below or high up as possible. It makes it less likely for the camera to be noticed. Okay, well, she's over there fighting. I need to work on getting a better angle. There we go.
Yo, mama!
Okay, there she is.
Eat dirt!
Okay, is she coming over here? Yep, she is.
I'm yelling at you! Hey, pay attention to me!
Good. Yeah, take him out. There you go. Not long at all.
Cooper! Ugh. These guys have to brag even when they're running away.
You just have to maneuver her a little bit because, as you guys know, if Carmelita is chasing you and she comes across a guard in your path, she's going to immediately forget about you and target the guard and then go back to you. So you gotta take that into account.
You rescued me from General Sao. I was beyond hoping for such a thing.
Yes, my daughter. You are safe.
Heads up, Sly.
And
You've
now
got
the
company.
shadow will be gone. Alright, time for Bentley's 4D chess plan. I love this freaking turtle.
Okay, Bentley, Secret Plan Alpha is underway. You know the one where I
His hand is
disguise
flipping through his
myself
helmet.
as General Sal and steal the veiled bride during the wedding ceremony? Yeah, make sure the whole gang's there. Okay, I'm headed to the rendezvous now. Over and out.
And no, you do not get the option to wear this disguise. After this, there's no way to wear this. I was like,
Sly
that
Cooper
should have
and
been a
his
disguise for
secret
this
plans.
area, not a
Who's this
friggin'
veiled bride
photographer
so
that
interested
immediately
in
gets found
anyways?
out.
Well,
Oh, and that's
he's
the
not
funny
the
thing.
only
Even
one
though
who can
Sal is
play the
very well aware of the
disguise
fact that Sly was
I'll
pretending to
give
be a
him and his
photographer,
gang a
you can still
shotgun
use that
wedding they'll
disguise to
never
fool his
forget.
guards. I shit you not. For some reason, this general didn't think to inform his armed troops that, hey, that camera guy that may go around taking pictures of you guys, yeah, he's a enemy combatant and you need to take him down.
What strange
No,
rumbling have
he doesn't
disturbed
warn them
my
at all. He
meditation?
just gladly lets
And
me
on the
take
very
pictures of
eve
his
of my wedding.
people.
Do not worry, my bride. I will not let anything prevent our love from blossoming. Not even your misguided attempts to escape. Ah well, perhaps my meditation will be more focused amid the splendor of my treasure temple.
Ah, crap. That pleasure... I almost said pleasure temple. You mean that treasure temple we haven't finished robbing yet? Don't go up there. Wait, why are all these rockets sending on the
Carmelita
rooftops?
took the bait. Where are you guys at with Jing King?
We're in the van, waiting for the treasure and escape.
Oh,
Hey,
so
Murray,
this is the
Sal's
one
on his
time
way
they
to your
actually
position.
used the roof
How'd you come up
of
with
the
the treasure?
palace. I forgot
We're
about
doing
this.
awesome!
Sly exits through the roof,
inside,
even though,
Penelope.
again, he could have just left through the front door.
No, wait!
Like, there are no guards.
Okay, guys, parachute down the treasure to me. I'm ready.
They're gonna send something down to you, alright, Bentley. By the way, guys, this is why Murray is the strongest member of the team. Look at what he did to that building. A single thunderflop did this.
Murray!
And Bentley immediately knows it was him. Remember when I said that these maps like to dynamically change? Yeah, no more treasure vault. It's just gone.
Family temple destroyed. Never have I suffered such an outrage.
But here's the question.
You
We've
shall
already faced Sal in a boss
Eat
fight.
it, Sal!
So,
I broke your
are we gonna get
temple,
another boss fight
and
with
I'll
him?
break your
Maybe with a different
face
member of
for
the
messing
team?
with the Cooper gang.
Nope.
You cannot hurt me.
Oh yeah? Heads up, Emily!
Yeah, no, you don't fight Sal again.
Coming down!
Again, his first boss fight was already pretty awesome, so I guess the developers were thinking there's no way we're gonna top that first Sal fight. We have to come up with something different.
Of the temple, I summon you from rock to flesh. Aid the family Tao in this hour of need.
And this is the thing they decide to do. Where did this dragon come from? And look how ridiculous it looks. Look at his bulging eyes.
Sweet strawberry shortcake!
It legit looks like a... It looks like a dragon that somebody made for, like, Japanese New Year. It looks like paper mache.
Hear me, Sly Cooper.
Well, he did say it was a stone dragon made from rock to flesh.
It's not about the family
I guess that's why it kind of looks a little
it's
rigid.
what you do with it.
Oh my god, I forgot. Every time Sal walks, he like jerks his head. Like he's doing this.
One of these wedding fireworks, and it gave me an idea. Maybe you could hook on and ride up to the...
Sly, help! Pass this guy around so he'll let go.
So this is the boss fight, guys. You gotta look for fireworks on different rooftops around here. Fly your way up to the dragon. And then hit him a bunch of times so he lets Penelope go. Ah, come on. He accidentally did the swipe instead of a double jump like I wanted him to. Yeah, he'll attack with his tongue. He'll try to slam you with his claws. Eventually, once you've given him enough damage, he will flip over to knock you off. And that's how you know you have to start the sequence again. I don't hate the fight at all. It's just, again, god dang it. I'm hitting the button so many times I'm accidentally doing the vertical swipe instead of just hitting him more. Okay. I can make that, right? I should be able to. Oh, right. I keep forgetting. Oh, really? How'd I forget that? Okay, so that's the problem.
Ow! Ah! He's really squeezing me!
I'm coming! Thankfully, as far as I know, there's no time limit on this. Wait, what? He did the spin and everything! He should have landed on a scale! What the heck happened there? Thankfully, every one of these fireworks knows to auto-track the dragon. I don't have to steer or nothing. One more. There we go. Uh-oh. See, he keeps doing that, and I'm hating it every time. Okay. One more volley should do it. See ya. I kind of wish that these rockets would stay out here permanently. Like, make them a permanent part of the level. Just have them out and let Sly hook onto them if he wants to. But no, it's exclusively only for this boss fight. Wait for it. There we go. Ooh. Almost there. Got him.
Feel like making an exit?
I kept falling off before it would show it,
My
but
hero.
eventually, when you hit him enough times, the dragon will belly roll to knock Sly off, and then you're expected to just rocket yourself back up to
You
him.
might have stolen my treasure and thwarted my dragon, but I still have the bride. Jing King is mine.
Yeah, you sure have Jing King, Sal. That's exactly what you got. Yeah, let him go through with his wedding. Who cares?
Jump in quick, and we're out of here.
So, Demolition Specialist, the Panda King. Even though Bentley's supposed to be the Demolition Specialist, forget it. I've complained about that enough times. Okay, Sal.
General
I
Sal
gave you
had
so
his
much
wedding
credit
right
for
on
seeing through
schedule.
Sly's disguise, and I'm assuming
Everything was
Bentley's
as
as
he'd
well,
arranged.
but you couldn't see through
Except
this
the
one?
bride came as kind of a shock.
Like, Sal was the smartest Sly 3 villain up to
Carmelita
this
was
point.
a little disappointed it wasn't me she busted at the altar, although I doubt she minded taking Sal into custody. He did, after all, plague the streets with the undead.
Yeah, he did.
From what I hear, the locals were happy to see him go.
I'm sure he's also
We
murdered
dropped
people.
off Jing King with her aunt. The Panda King insisted that she be safe there and that he needed to pay off his debt to the gang. I was still wary,
As you
but
should
there was
be.
no denying that his skills would come in handy. Needless to say, we lived it up in the back streets of Shanghai. What kind of gang of thieves would we be if we passed up on recreation like that?
I mean, he ain't wrong. Time in Shanghai would be awesome. Alright, folks, we've added another member to the squad. The Panda King has joined the gang. Alright, only one more game member left to recruit. 2 more episodes left to complete. Sly 3 is slowly but surely coming to its finale. But I will talk more about this game next week when we dive into episode 5. Dead Men Tell No Tale. As always, I appreciate all the love and support. Let me know what you think about this operation in this final last mission of episode 4. And as always, stay safe, stay happy, and I will see you guys next week with more Sly 3. Bye, guys.